The gold that does not belong to the world. The ancient map was discovered by pure chance. In the archives of a private museum in London, it lay between 16th century navigation charts, faded and covered with symbols that belonged to no known Amazonian tribe. The paper felt unusually dense, as if infused with something metallic. At the center of the map was a symbol resembling a spiral inscribed within a triangle. Beside it was a phrase written in Latin: Aurum non solum metallum est. Gold is not merely a metal. This doesn't look like a myth, Emma Hartley said quietly, examining the map under the lamp. It looks like a warning. Or an invitation. James Walker smiled. The most important discoveries always do. 1. The expedition. The team consisted of 5 young scientists, geographers from England and Spain, united not only by academic programs, but by a shared feeling that the world still concealed something fundamentally important. If this map is real, said Miguel Alvarez, spreading satellite images across the table, this area hasn't been studied at all. It's like a hole in the data. That's impossible, Thomas Reed frowned. Even satellites can't just not see part of the Earth. Lucia Morales looked up. Unless someone doesn't want to be seen. 2. Into the Amazon. They arrived in Brazil at the beginning of the rainy season. From the very first day, the jungle made it clear that different rules applied here. The humidity pressed against their chests. Insects showed no fear of humans, and the sounds never stopped, day or night. Their guide was a local man named Raul. He remained silent for a long time before agreeing. "I'll take you to the boundary," he finally said. "After that, you go alone." "Why?" Emma asked. Raul stared into the forest. "Because those who live there don't want visitors, and they know how to make that clear." 3. The first signs. On the 3rd day, Lucia stopped near a tree. "Look at this. Perfectly straight lines were carved into the bark, forming a fractal pattern." "This isn't ritual," she whispered. "It's code." At that moment, Thomas's device emitted a soft beep. "The magnetic field," he muttered. "There's an anomaly here, as if space itself is slightly distorted." "Are you saying," James laughed nervously, "that we're walking into a zone with its own physics?" "I'm saying we're already inside it." 4. The guide leaves. When they found the first campsite, neatly arranged, almost sterile, Raul turned pale. "This isn't a tribe," he said. "These aren't jungle people." "But the tracks," Miguel began. "I'm not going any farther." Raul left quickly, as if afraid the forest might change its mind, and refused to let him go. 5. The traps. The jungle grew unnaturally quiet. "I don't like this," Emma said. "It's too empty." A click. "James!" Lucia shouted. A thin needle shot out of a tree and vanished just as quickly. James collapsed to his knees. I can't feel my arm." "Aphocomus poison," Lucia whispered. "It blocks neural signals. The heart stops slowly." "So, the map was right." James exhaled and fell silent. 6. No way back. "We're going back," Thomas said. "Now." But the trail had changed. Compasses spun wildly. GPS devices failed. "It's like we're inside." Miguel paused. "A dome." The second trap took Thomas. The ground opened beneath him without a sound. "Help!" His voice echoed from below. "The walls! They're glowing!" A minute later, there was only silence. That night, Lucia never returned. 7. The city. Emma walked alone, exhausted, until the jungle suddenly parted. Before her stood a city, hidden beneath greenery. Structures made of composite materials, transparent domes, silent drones gliding between the trees. "Don't be afraid," a voice said behind her. "We won't harm you." The man wore simple clothes, but a thin implant was visible behind his ear. Who, who are you?" Emma whispered. "Those the world chose to forget," he replied. "Or those who chose to forget the world." 8. The truth. They were descendants of scientists from Australia who had disappeared decades earlier. Here they had discovered a substance, a gold-like element that interacted directly with consciousness. "It amplifies the observer," the leader explained. "It changes the perception of time, of space, of reality." "A quantum effect?" Emma asked. "Much deeper. Consciousness isn't a byproduct of matter. It's an active participant in the universe." 9. The choice. "We can't let you leave," the leader said calmly. "You already know too much. And if I want to go, then you'll forget everything. We know how to do that." Emma was silent. "And if I stay? Then you become part of the experiment, part of the future." She looked at the city, at knowledge the world didn't possess, at the jungle that guarded the truth. "I'm staying." The expedition was declared missing. The map disappeared. And deep within the Amazon, a hidden society continued to exist, knowing that the most dangerous gold is knowledge, and the greatest force in the universe is the observer. 3 years later, the world noticed something it could no longer ignore. During a routine observation cycle, instruments aboard the International Space Station detected a sudden and extremely powerful energy burst originating deep within the Amazon rainforest. The signal lasted less than 2 seconds, but its intensity was unlike anything previously recorded on Earth. "This isn't a natural phenomenon," one of the ISS scientists reported. "The energy profile doesn't match lightning, volcanic activity, or any known terrestrial source." What alarmed researchers even more was the structure of the signal. It showed signs of coherent modulation, as if the energy had been released deliberately, almost intelligently. Within hours, radar systems across Central America began registering unusual activity. From the skies above Mexico, dozens of unidentified aerial objects were observed accelerating southward at impossible speeds. They emitted no heat signatures, produced no sonic booms, and vanished from radar as abruptly as they appeared, only to re-emerge closer to the Amazon basin. "They're not satellites," said a defense analyst. "And they're not aircraft. Governments denied everything. Official statements spoke of sensor errors and atmospheric anomalies. But classified reports told a different story. The objects were converging on a single point, the exact coordinates marked on a forgotten ancient map. Deep beneath the Amazon canopy, hidden from the world, something had changed. The experiment was no longer isolated, and whatever had been awakened, there was now being noticed, not only by humanity,